Hello, my name is Cristián Maureira-Fredes and I'm running for the PSF Board of Directors.
What areas of the Python community are you involved with?
I am involved in different sections of the Python community. First, I would say that in the organization and coordination of different communities, also conferences, and also technically speaking. For example, I am currently one of the coordinators for the Python en Español initiative, which is a super large server, a Discord and Telegram groups for Spanish speaking for many countries. Also, I am one of the person that is contributing to the official translation of the Python documentation to Spanish. And in the previous year, I was actively helping the Python Chile community and Python Spain community as well. Regarding conferences, currently I am one of the organizers of EuroPythons. I am in charge of the program. And also in PyCon US, I am the co-chair of the PyCon Charlas, which is the Spanish track. Luckily as well, I am one of the organizers of the PyLadies Berlin chapter. And I was also in the initial team for the first PyLadies conference, the PyLadies Con. Additionally, also I am one of the moderators of PyPI, mainly handling all the size limits or project limits of different projects. Maybe you also did at some point. And in the technical side, thankfully, I am working on exposing a large C++ framework to Python. So I am in touch mostly every week with C Python code. So at least I feel like relax when I need to deal with the proximity to the C Python development and all the internal mechanisms.
What is your experience working with the PSF or other boards?
So regarding the experience working with the PSF, I'd say that it has been mainly working with people from the PSF, both from the board of directors and also with the rest of the PSF personnel. I believe that during PyCon US is the closest that I have been feeling like working with people from the PSF, and I think it was really good experience overall. I always try to help here and there, and more officially, I would say that lately I had the lack of contributing a little bit to a brainstorming session of ideas about how to improve or how to motivate communities to translate the Python documentation and maybe other resources to their own languages. So I was very lucky to work with two board members there on that initiative. And I believe that everything else is more or less not really a formal collaboration, but just ideas. For example, recently after PyCon US, we decided to start gathering names of people that are super active in the Python community so they could become a PSF fellow at some point. But this is still ongoing, so there's still like many things to do there. But like maybe in working groups as well, the PSF I have not had the chance of contributing to. So it's mainly about working with different people with the PSF. And the organizational part, I'd say that is, well, helping a few communities with all the legal matters of all these nonprofits, because as you know, everything is different in each country. I would say that all this experience in other Python-related organizations can help me quite a lot to at least to understand or have a base knowledge in order to interact with more difficult or more bureaucratic topics of the PSF.
What changes do you want to implement on the PSF board? And is this your motivation for running?
So I believe that the PSF is doing lots of things, but the problem that I perceive is that they're not very verbal about it. So I'm certain that everything that I know and everything maybe you know about the PSF is only the tip of the iceberg. There are many things that for sure they are doing, but because maybe of lack of time or initiative of communicating those processes, people think they are not doing anything about it. For example, recently, one of the things that I was really enthusiastic to push to the PSF is to communicate more processes and be more transparent on regarding all the things that they are doing. But I have noticed that they have been increasing the amount of blog posts about it. They have now office hours on Discord that help explain what's going on behind those processes. So I believe that one of the things that they are partially doing now that I believe they should continue, maybe improve, and maybe try to find other communication mechanism It's the transparency and communication of the things they are doing. This is one of the things. Well, regarding more like things they are not doing, again, this is things that I don't know if they are doing, but I haven't seen it. So the first thing will be to try to offer all the resources and informations about the PSF in a better way. I believe that the Python website has been evolving a lot during the last years, but I still feel that we should be an example of an accessible and international website so that people can even contribute. So one of the things that I really believe that, for example, the PSF should be doing now, and it's kind of the part of the motivation that I have, is to present all the resources in a better way, indexing, and also, why not, start translating the critical aspects of this documentation. So that will be like one aspect of it. And the second point, I would say that I really would like the PSF, and again, that also motivated me to be a candidate this year, to approach all those communities that do not have a famous PyCon, do not have a famous group that everything works better, to maybe emphasize and try to approach the groups that they are not so popular, that they have not managed to have good communities or running a conference there. So I believe that if we approach those groups, the one that we can call them like invisible communities, we can nurture even further the Python community. Because time to time I have the feeling that it's really comfortable to approach a community conference that works. But those are not the problem. Those are not the things that are taking us back and doesn't allow to the PSF to evolve further on. So yeah, I would say that we'll see the second point.
What other impact do you hope to make as a board member?
So regarding the impact, I believe that my personal workflow, I think that is useful in different organizations and communities, because I am more like a person that I prefer to show a proof of concept in order to present an idea, rather than just, start shooting ideas here and there and not taking ownership of things. I believe that everyone has good ideas. The problem is that there are many people that have good ideas and they don't do anything in order to make them a reality. But I believe that with the experience that I have gathered in different communities, conference, and other kind of organizations, having this more proactive way of working can positively impact the current board of directors. Maybe they will be more motivated into joining these initiatives. Maybe they will not accept it, but it's completely fine. But I believe that having this kickoff of some idea, presenting something tangible for them to see, like, oh, this can maybe make a positive impact, it will be a thing that one of the things that I am hoping for the board to expect from if I get elected. And last but not least, I believe that these things that I was before talking about, like changing the way we present the resources and how we communicate things, it's essential and it can really mark before and after in the PSF Board of Directors, because I believe the clearer and the better that we can present our information or all the benefits that the PSF has, I think that it will be really, really, really impactful on many other communities that maybe are completely unaware of what the PSF does, or that they will maybe be more involved because of like showing that what the PSF can do for your community. You will feel more like keen into collaborating back and giving back everything that the PSF have been done for you and for your community.